All right, let's get you more on the story. We're joined live in our studio by Nomsa Cembi, who is the media officer for the South African Democratic Teachers Union. Cembi, thank you very much for coming through to join us. Now, there's a rather bizarre report, saying that the King Mswati III has pushed back the start of the school year by a week in Swaziland. Is this true? And is it true that, students are being used to, weed his fields?
It is true, and it came as a shock to us too. We had a delegation in Swaziland over the weekend attending the meeting of the Southern African Teachers Union, Teachers Organization, and we learned about this. It came as a shock, and we said we could not remain silent with this. If the education of our children is going to be delayed by a week because they have to go and tender those fields, we felt we should say something about it. We are totally against it.
Well, not to defend it at all, but, the delay of a week, how will it really affect the children's academic year as a whole?
It will affect because, when they set out an academic year, it's known that each and every week or each and every day, this has to be done, this has to be done. So there is going to be a delay of a week.
Now, has the Swaziland government responded to these reports, and have they approached the King himself to say, this is unacceptable?
We do not have the details of that yet. We are liaising with our counterparts, the teacher union in Swaziland. We have not yet had an audience with government officials, but that's what we have received from the unions, teacher unions in the country.
And Cembi, if you're not heard and the King decides this is what he wants and it will carry on the way that he wants, what will then happen? Will there be a protest? Will there be some kind of meetings with the King? What will then happen?
We are taking this further to SADC to say to the SADC region, we appeal to the SADC region to approach Mswati to say to King Mswati and to Swaziland that they should respect all the conventions that are there for education and children. We have several United Nations conventions on the rights of children and on the rights of children in education and the rights of children regarding to child labor, because this borders on being child labor.
Well, you bring an interesting aspect to it. I mean, the child labor aspect. I mean, in that case, then, what are the parents saying? What are ordinary people in Swaziland on the streets saying about this?
I'm sure they are appalled by this, but it's not for the first time, because we heard that in 2013, schools were delayed, or another week was added to their holiday because of the reed dance celebrations. So, but in this one, we think it is more serious, because it's not only children being made not to go to school, but also they are made to work, which we see it as exploiting children.
All right, Cembi, thank you very much for coming through to speak to us. That's Nomsa Cembi from the South African Democratic Teachers Union joining us in studio.